Today is January 22nd, the 36th anniversary of the infamous Roe v. Wade decision, where the United States Supreme Court found an unwritten right to abortion in the Constitution. Since that decision came down in 1973, on every January 22nd, pro-lifers from around the nation gather in Washington, D.C. for the March for Life to express their opposition to Roe v. Wade and their support for a culture of life that protects the unborn. The Alliance Defense Fund, since it began in 1994, has been involved in most of the major litigation challenging Roe v. Wade, including the two most recent cases at the Supreme Court, both victories, the Ayotte decision involving New Hampshire's parental notification law, and the 2005 decision upholding the federal ban on partial birth abortion. Now, all of that is probably going to change with the new administration. Although President Barack Obama has expressed a desire to find common ground on the issue of abortion with pro-lifers, his specific suggestions in this area have been quite in the opposite direction. For example, his most notorious advocacy has been for the Freedom of Choice Act. If Congress were to pass the Freedom of Choice Act, it would nullify reasonable regulations that the states have imposed on abortion, such as parental notification laws, parental consent laws, informed consent laws where women seeking abortions are informed of the consequences of their decision, 24-hour waiting periods, etc. All of these that a vast majority of Americans now support. All of those would be wiped out if passage of the Freedom of Choice Act happens. The Alliance Defense Fund believes that the Freedom of Choice Act is unconstitutional, that Congress simply lacks the authority to enact it. If Congress does pass the Freedom of Choice Act, the Alliance Defense Fund, along with its 1,200 allied attorneys around the nation, will partner together with state attorneys generals, with pro-life doctors and nurses and other medical personnel, parents and others, to challenge this unconstitutional law. For the Alliance Defense Fund, this is Jordan Lawrence in Washington, D.C.